Hey guys, welcome to another video. First, I just want to say thank you so much for 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe that many people want to watch my videos. I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you guys and all of your love and support that you always give me. It means so much to me and it makes me want to keep making videos. I thought it would be fun to do a Q&A video because I don't talk a lot about myself on my channel, and I thought maybe it would be fun for you guys to get to know me a little bit. I really like when other YouTubers get personal on their channel, so that's what I'm going to do. I thought it would be nice to film outside because it's a beautiful day, so sorry if you hear birds or cars going by. Hopefully it's not too loud. So I posted on Instagram to ask you guys if you have any questions that you want me to answer, and thank you all so much for how many questions you asked me. I did not expect that at all. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of them today just because there are so many and I don't want this video to go on too long. So I'm going to go through and just pick out a few questions and try to answer those. So I'm just going to scroll through my Instagram and start answering some questions. So I got a couple questions on how I started my YouTube channel and kind of my journey with YouTube. So I thought I would answer that first. My online presence kind of started with my blog, which I opened in high school. It was probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I had just moved and didn't have any friends and was really bored, so I started a blog just to do like fun projects on. And it wasn't until a couple years later, and it was the summer after my freshman year of college, that I started making videos to kind of supplement my blog posts. And I did that throughout the summer, but I didn't really keep it up when school started again. And it wasn't really until my senior year of college that I started posting YouTube videos again, and I just fell in love with it. I love making videos, I love art, I love everything creative, and it was just perfect for me. So that's how I got started. I didn't really know where YouTube was gonna go for me. It just was something fun for me to do, and I knew I wanted to do something creative eventually, and everything just ended up falling into place. I have no idea how I gained so many subscribers, but that happened, and yeah, now that's part of my job kind of is YouTube. But I love making videos so much, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, so you guys will see a lot more of me. I also got a lot of questions on what inspires me or motivates me to create art, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. I get inspiration from so many different places. I'll go online and scroll through Pinterest and see all these pretty photos or projects to try, and that inspires me a lot. Even like music, I've been inspired by music to create a piece of art that feels the way that song does. I don't really have one specific thing that inspires me. It's kind of hard to answer this question, but I guess basically I just look for inspiration all around me. So someone asked, are you planning to make your shop on Etsy go forward? Have you thought about selling around other countries? So you guys know I was selling stickers in my shop as well as some digital printables, and I have been traveling a lot and I'm not home for long amounts of time, so it was getting really frustrating to only be able to have my shop open for a week or two while I'm at home, and it was really hard to keep up with shipping everything as I was traveling. So I decided to take off all the physical products just for now, and I'm going to just be selling my digital printables, and I really want to start making more of those digital printables because it's so accessible for everyone, and I know not everyone can pay for the shipping or wants physical stickers, but the printables are really easy to use and they're fun to make. So I want to get more into that, and that way anybody from anywhere in the world can buy them because they're digital. So all you have to do is download them and print them out, and you have your own stationery. So that's where my shop is at the moment. I might sell some more physical products in the future. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to see where things go. How did you come to love national parks so much? Do you have any plans to work in them full time? So I mentioned in one video a while ago that I worked at Yellowstone last summer, and that was an amazing experience. How did I come to love them so much? I just love being outside, and national parks are the best because it's all this wilderness preserved for you to go out and explore, and they're always beautiful, and there's so many around the US that I haven't seen and I want to see. Do I have any plans to work in them full time? No, probably not. I loved working last summer in Yellowstone, but that's just not what I want to spend my time doing. I would rather just go explore the parks on my own and then be able to do whatever job I want to in the meantime. Have you ever meditated? If so, what do you recommend? Yes, so I started meditating probably a year or two ago, and it's just been recently that I've really gotten into a regular practice of it. I just love meditating so much because it makes my head feel so clear and I feel so inspired afterwards. So if you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend doing guided meditations, because if you're just starting out and you just try to sit there and close your eyes and not think about anything, you are not going to have a fun time, because it's almost impossible to make yourself not think about anything. So I started with guided meditations, and I would actually do them at night just before I would go to bed, and I would just search on YouTube like guided meditation for sleep or something like that, and there's so many of them. So just search on YouTube and go find one that you like. When you get comfortable with the guided meditations, then you can start doing meditations to music or like nature sounds. I really like that. And again, you can just search on YouTube for that. And then you can start doing them just completely silent. I still really like meditating to nature sounds and music, but sometimes I do just do it in silence. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Would I rather live in the mountains, in the wilderness, or by the ocean? This is always my dilemma. Growing up, I spent every summer going to the beach, and I was born in Virginia Beach and all my family lives there, so I have spent a lot of time by the ocean. But then I also love traveling to the mountains, especially in the fall time when it's getting a little bit chilly and there may or may not be snow, and it's just so beautiful. I can't choose. I'll always be going back and forth between the mountains and the ocean. How do I overcome artist block? This is the struggle of every artist. My tips for overcoming artist block: first, stop what you're doing and just put away your art. Stop looking at it, stop thinking about it, just kind of take a step back, take a little breath, maybe get outside. That always kind of clears my mind. Listen to music, play music, do anything that's going to get your mind off of whatever you're working on. Also, don't be afraid to make mistakes. I know that has stopped me a lot in the past from creating things, is I was afraid to mess something up, or I was working on this huge painting and I was just frozen with fear of messing up the canvas. But there's no way you can make a mistake in art. If you paint something you don't like, just paint over it. If you do something wrong, you'll just figure out a way to fix it. Just accept it all as part of the process, and accept artist block as part of the process too. I hope that helps. I'm still struggling with it too. I think everyone does, but the best thing you can do is just take a break from what you're doing and clear your mind. Thank you, Elena, for your sweet comment. She has been following my YouTube channel since the beginning and has always left me lots of love. And she asks, what is me and Jaren's love story? And then what do I use for filming, etc. So me and Jaren's my boyfriend. Short story is we met in college through mutual friends. Longer story, I was helping one of his best friends out with a project. I was doing photography and videography for him, and the first day we met, I was actually doing a photo shoot in the park for him, and Jaren was there and came over just to kind of hang out, and that's the first time we were introduced. But I was working, we didn't really talk that much or anything, but then his friend asked Jaren to start helping me out with these photo shoots and the videos that I was making, because he thought it would make it easier on me not to just be doing it all alone, and Jaren had some experience with that. So that was the fall when we met, and we didn't start dating until spring of the following year. We had just been working on these projects a lot together, and then one day Jaren's like, do you want to hang out not related to this work that we're doing, and that's how it all started. And then filming equipment / editing. So I use a Canon T3i. I just have a basic tripod. I think it was like $50 from Walmart. It's the Targus brand. For editing, I use Adobe Premiere Pro. And music, I search on YouTube, like I type in copyright free music, and that's honestly how I've found 90% of the music in my videos. And I'm actually in the process of making a video all about my video creation process and my editing process, so that should be out in the next few weeks, and it'll go more in depth in how I do all of that. So I'm taking a road trip from Alabama to California with Jaren and 2 of our friends, and I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna stop along the way at like the Grand Canyon and Yosemite and Joshua Tree, and we're staying in San Diego for about a week. So that is gonna be awesome. So because of that, the next few weeks I might not be able to keep up with comments on my YouTube channel or Instagram that well, so I apologize for that. I still read all you guys' comments, and they all mean so much to me. But I don't know how the service is going to be along the way. I do have some videos pre-filmed, so don't worry, I'm not just going to be gone for 2 or 3 weeks. But you might see a little bit less of me online. I do also plan on filming vlogs along the way, just to show my trip and kind of document what I'm doing. So thank you guys so much for all of your questions and all of your support on my videos. You guys make me so happy. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to all of the questions. I just didn't want this video to be excessively long. Thanks again for 100,000 subscribers. You guys just make my day every single day, and I can't thank you enough. I forgot to say one more thing before I ended the video, but if you guys want, leave a comment down below telling me something about yourself, because I want to get to know you too. So I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.